morning.
Pivot one up.
Niyakit, Janet. We're live from 1950 South Shepherd.
Kikarus. I forgot. I always forget how to say that one.
Me too.
How do you say that one, Carmelo?
Alito.
The Comanche one?
Madawaka.
Madawaka. Okay, CO. Ansti Antarish.
Guana.
Kunamante.
Yate.
That's Desi's favorite.
Good morning. We're back. How you feeling, Theta?
I feel good. I feel like I ain't been here in forever.
I know, right? We were just downstairs.
I haven't been on the couch in a while.
Yeah.
Been a cool minute.
I know.
Seems like
There was no one to do Women's Wednesday, right?
no, not this week.
We were all downstairs.
Right.
Even Cassandra was with us.
You guys didn't do Women's Wednesday for us?
Well, we did. We were on Wednesday. It just wasn't Women's Wednesday.
That's cool.
So we completed the Daughters of Tradition Wellbriety training, and that was a 3-day training with, I think we had 19 or 20 women.
Was it that many?
I want to say, like with the trainers and, co-facilitators and everything.
I think I counted 16.
Was it?
17, including me.
Well, we had a big group of women here at 1950, and we went through the training, and each Wellbriety training that I go through just gets better and better each time. You know what I mean? I learned something new, not only about Wellbriety, but like about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I did too. I learned some things. I liked Don Quiz's videos, about being shy and how to like try to come out of that. I was like, dang. It was like, okay, like it's all in your mind. You have a lot of power, and with your mind alone, like on how you go about things, just like with the ADHD stuff, remember?
mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, like it's, all up here. You can control a lot of things.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can do this now.
I like how the videos are incorporated in the training too, because we have not only a visual, but then like we have a like conversation after about it. You know what I mean? That's the way that I learn.
Mm-hmm. And then also the water thing, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that?
I liked it too. And you made me crack up when you were like, you said, like mind blown. And I was like, no, that is so real though. 'Cause, like water is everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought it was real cool. Like the first day of the training, they even went back to the boarding school days. Like they started from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And like for a sobriety training like that, you don't think of them including history like that. And I thought it was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love history, and that's just proof that what were they talking about, intergenerational trauma?
Mm-hmm.
That's just proof of that. And I thought that was cool how they like tied history into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's very interesting.
Absolutely. And like when getting sober, one thing that I've realized, some programs and some even treatment centers and things like that, they start at the beginning of your addiction. So like, when did you start using? When did you start drinking? But really, you got to go back and look at the beginning of time, where it really began, and see the patterns, learn the patterns. And so Andrea said it best, that with all this Wellbriety training and the curriculum that was put together and built by very, very special people, it's like psychology simplified for us to be able to understand, in a way that our minds will allow us to, basically. And yeah, I just think that that's really cool. That first day was heavy. It was sad learning about what our people went through, but I think it's important to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you break the cycle, is by talking about it, right?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Janice.
Good morning. Where's everybody at? No.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to say good morning.
It's Friday. People are still sleeping.
Not us. No.
Not us.
Do y'all have any plans for Memorial Weekend?
I want to go to the Janet's peyote meeting tomorrow night.
Oh
Or
yeah,
tomorrow.
her daughter's graduation.
Mhm. Yeah, and then you guys remember Miklo from Blood In Blood Out?
Yeah, he's coming to Oklahoma City.
I want to go see him on Sunday.
Where's he gonna be at again?
At the Zapata on Meridian, that
Freaking
restaurant.
yeah. AJ was telling me that.
Uh-huh.
I was like, that's so random.
My friend, she texted me last night and she was like, "Oh my gosh, we gotta go," because like she knows that movie word for word, you know, like
Really?
like when we were in prison, she used to always be quoting him all the time, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "Okay, we can go." So that's what we're gonna do on Sunday.
Give him a shirt. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Every shirt.
I should.
For
Yeah,
real.
okay.
Take him
Definitely.
some merch.
I'm trying to think. What
Mhm.
size do you think he is? Hey.
And then give him a business card.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Networking.
That part, yes, yes, yes. If you ever need help, Miklo, man, I got you.
Me, I'm a flaca.
That's right. So yeah, I'll be there on Sunday with my friends. So
I heard about that too. I think I'm gonna take my daughter and my brothers to the movies this weekend. My mom.
Mhm.
I've been wanting to go to the movies for a while now, and there's finally a movie out that Josie wants to see. And so tonight we're gonna have a family dinner at my mom's house, and then Saturday go to the movies. Sunday church. I guess we're off on Monday, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. We got a long weekend.
Where y'all going to the movies at?
I don't know if we're going to Yukon or the city. We usually go to the mall.
Oh really?
Quell, I think.
Oh for real?
Yeah.
They got the comfortable seats that recline. And,
Mhm.
oh yeah. I had went to the movies. I forgot what I went to go see. But I haven't been to the movies in so long, and then when I seen it, I was like, "What? You know, they all recline." I was like, "I didn't know they did all this." No.
For real.
Talk about being away for a while.
Come back to a whole new world, huh?
Yeah. I was like, "This is cool."
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I was wanting to watch the Lilo and Stitch movie too.
Yeah, that's when we're going to see.
That looks cute.
Mm.
That's like from our childhood. You know what I mean? Like Lilo and
Yeah.
I mean, I was a fan when I was a kid, and now Josie's a fan, and I think that's kind of cool.
That's what's up. That's cool.
Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning. Good morning, Carrie. What she say? Clean and keen since 1/1/24. I hope. Thank you guys for all the work. All of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looking forward to the Sober 49 at my sober living house. Hey, ooh, I want to go.
That
Hey.
sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
I love that. A sober 49.
Yeah. That's when we were at the Warrior Down, what's his name? Levacoya. What's his name?
Edmund.
Edmund. He was talking about their sober 49 and stuff. I was like, what?
That's
It sounds
cool.
fun, you know? Like
Yeah.
I want to go to one. Ron, pivot one up.
Good morning, Ron.
And Ruth.
And Ruth.
Good morning, Ruth.
Are y'all watching together or separate?
Hey.
Good morning, Andrea.
Good
Good
morning,
morning. We miss you already and your good energy.
OCO, Kimberly.
Yo. Who is it? Carrie said, I remember talking to an elder and saying that the sweet lodge is so hot that I endured that to understand I will make another day. I can do it. It's not too hard, and don't say door, say more a weecha. Okay.
Oh.
Good morning, sister Alice. You have a blessed day
Good
too.
morning.
Ooh, Final Destination. I'm scared to
Mm.
watch that movie.
I want to watch it, but I'll probably have more freaking
Anxiety.
yeah, but
Because you know what's gonna happen. You know,
Mm.
that's why I can't watch them. I know what's about to happen, and yeah.
I'm like, eh, No.
Lilo and Stitch got me in.
Right.
Good morning, Anessa. Good morning. Who's that?
Andrea said they're at Walmart talking about Ron and Ruth.
Oh.
Ron said separate. I don't know where Ruth is.
She's at Walmart.
She's at Walmart.
Man, that was funny when she said she only came out with 2 things. That's how I be feeling. I like to, yeah, like she said, bless everything. I was like, I'm taking that.
Good morning, Gina. That's funny. She said she's doing her homework. Oh, self-care. Yay. No.
Good morning.
Good morning, Randy. That's cool.
Yeah, there was just something about being in a group of women that is healing in itself, you know.
Yeah, we had a lot of great ladies that came up for the training and stuff. It was pretty cool.
For sure.
I enjoyed everybody's energy and their words and knowledge and the songs. And what's her name can sing?
Yes.
Cindy, yes.
Shout out to Cindy.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful voice.
She does.
Yeah.
I was hoping her phone would ring more. Like, you could tell she was eager.
Uh-huh. She was ready.
Sing it, girl.
How about Frida?
Oh my gosh. I felt bad for her. She couldn't figure out why her phone kept ringing.
You know what it was? Because I was sitting next to her. Her alarms were going off. I'm like, girl, if you need me to help you
Did you get hit and snooze?
permanently turn those alarms off, I got you. Like,
She's got all these separate alarms.
yeah.
For different
Like,
things.
do you have a meeting? Do you have a date?
Are you
What
late
is it?
somewhere?
Yeah.
She probably needs all them alarms for that busy life she got, man. She's everywhere.
That's true. Whenever Cindy and was it Cindy and Frida? They were getting ready to sing that last song, and Cindy said, she said, "Record this because it's gonna sound good." Like she's confident in it too.
That's right.
She's like, "Get ready, this is about to be good." You know. Darian said, "Bust out that song."
Oh, okay, Darian, you need to quit it. Oh man.
Hey, shout out
It
to the
wasn't
good
even my phone
singers.
ringing either. It was my stupid video that played.
Oh yeah.
That's what I get for checking my messages.
They sang, so we didn't have to, right?
Man, I know the second day I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, but AJ called me and his contact is where like
It
is
comes
that-
through.
Yeah, like no matter what. And I was like, oh my God. So the third day I texted him, don't freaking call me at all. And when he called me, I was like, what'd you call me for? He was like, oh, I'm almost done. I'll be a little late. I was like, that could have been a text.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Text word.
I sang that Jesus Love Me song. See to save me. Because I was like, man, I don't know what to sing.
I'm all like, "Sing Jesus Loves Me."
I was thinking of that one Drake song, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna sing that song.
She was about to bust out some Drake.
Yeah, it was all about to be missing him. Yeah.
Oh.
Them.
That's funny. What did David say? Good morning, Zumba pros. I wish. Shoot. I mean, but it was fun. I enjoyed Zumba last night with Yolanda, and Mingo. It was cool.
Hmm.
I had a good time.
If you're going through something, it might be hard, but move your body. See how you feel after. You know what I mean? Like, just that one thing had me feeling so good last night.
So did it take you out of your tiredness after you got there? You know how you said you were tired before you went, and
Oh yeah.
it snaps you out of it.
You know what exercise does? Exercise gives you energy for your day and helps you sleep better at night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because as soon as I lay down, I was
That's how it
out.
was when I got home too, man. Shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
I texted my friends, all right, I love y'all. Good night. I'm going to bed.
Hmm.
I was out.
All right. Well, we want to get into this little meditation.
Sure.
You said I feel lighter today. Me too. Lost a few pounds. No.
Hey. A few calories. I don't know about pounds yet. Okay, May 23rd. It says, to me, if you're Indian, you're Indian. You don't have to put on your buckskin beads and feathers and stuff like that. Cecilia Mitchell, Mohawk. The most important thing that determines who we are is on our insides, not our outside. If we are Indian inside, that's all that matters. Being Indian means to think right, to be spiritual, and to pray. Feathers and beads don't make us Indian. Being Indian means to have a good heart and a good mind. Today, I intend to focus on Great Spirit today. Let me think Indian. It's a good one.
Thank you for reading that. That speaks to me in a sense of no matter if you were raised up in your culture, no matter if you don't even know who you are really. You feel lost on that side. You feel out of place whenever you do try and put your foot in the door. It's within you.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you get out of your comfort zone, find someone to ask questions to, find a family member that you can trust and that you look up to, you can find your way back.
Yeah. What you think?
What'd you think, Dad?
Come on, girl.
I can't stand you, Tita. But
My bad. You don't want to come sit on the couch with me. You know I'm gonna call you out.
what Tatum said about not growing up in a traditional home or whatever, it doesn't, make you less native. We all have different ways of growing up native, but our identity is still there.
Mhm.
And that identity is still important even if you didn't grow up dancing powwow or going to ceremonies. You're still native.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Roll number or not, you're
Yeah.
still native.
CDIB2 or not, you're still native.
Yeah. Yeah, that reminds me. I need to get my grandson enrolled. I was looking at my son's CDIB card, or his little ID card. Out of all of us, my son's the only one who has one. I think it's hilarious because I'm like, baby, you're the only one who's got a CDIB card, and I was like, don't none of us have ours, but you. I was like, man, we got to get ours. I got to get back on I need to get my grandson enrolled though,
Mm-hmm.
so that way, he can have his too and stuff. He's only got just a little bit, just enough to make it in there,
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, my baby's still Indian.
People recovery got the sweetest hearts and respect that I'm Native American sober.
What happened? What did Mary Faye say?
Who?
Mary Faye Black Owl.
Oh.
Mary Faye.
Good
Mary
morning,
Faye
Mary.
says, kick a deuce,
Kickadoos."
ladies. Back at work, feeling recharged after spending some time with all of you wonderful women. Thank you, Shine Arapahoe Tour Project, for all that you do. Much needed for myself and the connection made. We are all in this together. Thank you for loving and accepting me as I am. Ha ho, Mary Faye.
Mm.
And then Danielle Gibbons says, the only way you can tell
David Lee Bison because of his high cheekbones.
not the high cheekbones. You know what? That's a dead giveaway too.
Excuse me. True.
And Ron Colley says, our ancestors are inside of us, in our blood, pumping through our hearts. Science calls it DNA.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hahani Waste. Ooh, I think I said that right. I don't know. Hahani Waste, ladies. In our generation, it's going to take us all together to bring everything back. Lakota warrior in the house.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
She said, "Ooh." That's pretty cool.
So I got sober in AA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have nothing against AA. I still attend meetings. I've been to NA, AA, all kinds of recovery meetings, and one thing that I've learned about Wellbriety is that I've found a stronger spiritual connection in like throughout my recovery journey since I've been not only attending the circles but also these trainings, you know? It's like I'm growing spiritually and I think that that's one thing that I love. Also that Wellbriety is so learning about the culture, but also it's so open for so many different opportunities and like there's not just one way. There's not just one way to see things. You know what I mean? There's everyone's like opinion is open and valued and I like that too.
Yeah, I like it too. It's pretty cool.
You just recently started coming to the circles, so how do you feel about them?
I feel like it's pretty cool. Like, it's making me open up more. Cause whereas when you go to like a or NA meeting, not everybody gets a chance to speak, like, and then you have your ones who are always speaking and not giving the others, the floor or whatever. But I like how, when you pass the stick, it's kind of like, in a way for me, because I'm so like, like introvert or something, it forces me to speak.
Yeah.
Because me, if I don't gotta speak, I'm not gonna speak, and even with these lives, if I don't gotta get on here, I'm not gonna get on here. So I guess it's just making me come more out of my shell or whatever, to be more open and stuff. And it's helping, honestly. It's making me grow. So
Yeah. That's good.
yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm learning a lot from it, more about myself also, and then the cultural ways, and I'm really learning a lot, like especially other cultures too. Like when we were at the Warrior Down, like about the other tribes, how they do things and stuff. It's pretty interesting, all of it. I love it.
It is interesting.
Hmm.
It's like a bunch of different tribes all together, you know?
Yeah, I like how we all come together as a unit. You know what I mean? And just all for one thing. Like, whoa, it scared me. Like, what was that? But yeah, love it.
Getting out of your comfort zone and speaking in meetings is hard because sometimes it feels like all eyes are on you, you know? I like that talking stick. Like, we have a feather that we can pass around our circles here, but I feel like we need a talking stick.
Yeah.
A microphone one specifically. I have questions all the time and I find friends and, people around here to ask. And I'm like, so in a circle, I feel like the reason why we do no crosstalk is because we respect people and give them our full undivided listening ears. You know what I mean? Our full undivided attention. But in circles, I notice that everyone looks down. And so one thing that I work on is making people feel more seen and more heard. But Natalie explained to me that in the circle, sometimes people are just praying or being with themselves or, just like meditating or I don't know. You don't have to stare at the person to let them know that they're heard because the energy in the circle alone lets them know that, And so just think about before I start speaking, no one's really looking at me. Everyone's kind of just in prayer, just like putting out that good energy. And that makes it easier.
Yeah, it does. True that.
I guess there's some AA meetings up in Washington where they have you stand up at the podium.
Oh, really?
That's
To
crazy.
speak?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, just whenever it's your turn.
you
Just
gotta go up to the podium.
uh-huh.
That's too much.
That's wild. Is
That's old
it?
school?
They used to do that all the time.
Really?
Wow.
You
What?
didn't- like nowadays, you can just stand up wherever you're at and talk. But they used to have you go up there and talk.
Whew. My ears would be red down my whole face,
Look,
down to my
I
chest.
don't even gotta get up in front of I still get red, just like sitting in the circle. I'm like, when I get done, I can just feel my ears, and then like my whole face gets all red. I'm like, oh, right.
Yeah.
I was talking to my niece the other day about going to get me some foundations and stuff. I was like, that way, because I know I always get red. So I'm like, that way at least I know I'm red, but does everybody else gotta know?
I know when my phone went off, I just felt my face get red, and then I hear Cassandra, her face is turning red. I was like, I
Oh
know.
my gosh. Like, dang, put me on blast. Huh?
I know even more. My freaking ears got all hot. I was like, thanks a lot. Yeah.
She didn't have to call you out on top of it.
I know.
God.
I was like, does anyone notice? And then I was like, sure enough, someone noticed.
That's funny.
Then you were like, why are my ears so red? And I was like, I know, are you okay? But I think it's because you were laughing over there in your group.
I don't know, man. I'm telling.
Ron said, let's see what he says. Oh, I thought that was Ron.
There's Ron, yeah.
I used to stay guarded and protect myself in fear of criticism and judgment. I built walls. Speaking in meetings and other events is a step forward for me. It brings me out of my comfort zone, like have lunch with about 10 women at China
That
King.
part. Yes, he was the only guy.
Oh.
It was more like 17 women.
Michael says, stay strong, stay straight. Don't ever just try. Just keep working at it every day, one step. One song, one drum beat at a time. It took me half of my life, but I found my true happiness in sun dancing, traditional dancing, powwow, learning my own culture and ways through song and dance. The feather circle keeps us honest. The feather is respected as a fallen or one of our relatives in the spirit world.
Mm. Thank you.
Dave says, I noticed Tatum be the only one in the circle eyeballing everyone at the meeting.
Dave,
Anyways,
get out of here.
leave her alone.
I'm trying to make people feel heard, okay, and seen.
Giving them eye contact when they're speaking.
I learned, okay.
She knows now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god. That's
I
hilarious.
can't with you, Dave.
That's funny. Oh shoot. Take them. You better not be eyeballing me.
Giving you the side eye when you're sitting next to me.
Oh, the way freaking Cassandra smudged yesterday had me dead.
Oh my god.
I was like, well, she's blessed. Yeah.
Bless, you hear
From the
me?
ground
I was like, can I
up.
have that back?
She's like, hold on, I
I
missed
didn't
a
know
spot.
he was smudging like that. Yeah, getting everything. She's
like,
so
"Hold on."
funny.
I know.
Oh, that killed me.
She said
That-
she just like really curtsied over it too.
She is definitely blessed from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. Literally. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Next time.
Wait till we start that in the office one day. Like
the
Mary,
guys are
bringing
passing
around
around.
the smudge. Can you
Got
put that on the
all
ground for me?
over They're gonna be like, what the heck?
We have to.
Oh,
gotta do
yeah. Definitely. Just let me know what day we're doing this so we can so I know it's where. Oh yeah, the grape dumpling with Cassandra. Oh my,
my
she's
gosh.
crazy. She all looked at me. Had this grape dumpling sticking out of her mouth and her eyes rolled back.
She's goofy and she's not even watching.
I know. Where's she
know.
at?
She said she might be here today.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
By the time she shows up, we'll be gone.
For real.
Time
Where
is
you
it?
at, girl?
Susan says, good morning, ladies. It was an honor to be part of the training this week. I love what Shine Rapporteur is doing for their community. I enjoyed hearing the language of the tribes at the training. We are a strong people. I love being around strong, intelligent, and beautiful Native women this week. Thanks for making me feel accepted and heard. Love you, ladies. Tahoe.
Oh,
Thank you, Susan. We love you
You
too.
love. As loud as you say.
Cece says, as loud as I am being me, I'd be scared to talk at meetings. What? Not you, Cece.
Something about the meetings, man. I don't know, a little bit intimidating
No,
sometimes.
every time the talking stick would get closer to me, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know what
know.
I'm gonna say. And then when
I-
it get to like you,
Mhm.
I'd be like, okay, I gotta think of something, and then it just,
And just flows out.
yeah.
See, that's how I am. Like I overthink everything, and then like my mind is just going the whole time, you know. And then I listen to everybody else, and then it just goes out. You know, I'm like, dang, what was I gonna say again? Like, like I had some good stuff in my head, you know. And then it's like when that stick is next to me, and then the person, then they're just, I'm like, oh man. And then it gets passed to me, and then I'm like, oh man, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. And then I don't know.
And then what's funny is like I bet the ladies don't even think twice of it, and we're just all panicking on
Yeah,
what we're gonna
Yeah.
say. Like we're legit overthinking it,
Yeah,
and they're like,
overthinking it.
"Ooh, good words." Good
Yeah.
words."
I
Oh, sister.
Yeah.
I think that y'all spoke beautifully this week. And, I've been in these meetings for over 2 years now,
Mhm,
and I feel pretty comfortable and confident speaking in them.
mhm,
And, like, one thing that Cassandra always reminds me is that what was meant to be said, you said. You
mm,
know what I mean? Like, if you're overthinking it, like, man, I should have said this, man, or I didn't say enough, or I said too much, or I
mhm,
overshared. Like, what you said was meant to be said.
mm.
You know what I mean? Because that comes from somewhere else. If you pray about it, like I just pray that Creator uses me as a
That's all.
channel, as a vessel, and He'll speak through me.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's in my early days of sobriety, on hard days, I would like when you're in addiction, you run from everything, right? So some kind of you have some sort of issue, you run from it. You just say F it and don't address things. And so in my recovery, I found myself running to meetings.
Mm,
If I had an issue, I wasn't running from myself. I was running to a meeting
mhm,
to address it, you know? And when things are shared out loud in safe spaces, that's how you deal with things. That's how you heal. Instead of just letting it instead of just being at war with yourself in your own mind.
mhm,
So that's a little bit of my recovery journey.
mhm. Well, like when I started mine, I was in prison. So like when I was having a bad day, I noticed I would, cause like where I was at, they had church services every day. So I was running to the church to go catch a church service.
Mhm.
Cause I didn't have a chance to go to a meeting every day or inside the prison. So like for me, it was running to the chapel, and just going in there, and then they speak good words too about life and stuff,
Yeah.
and so I was like, dang man, it'll be on point a lot of times too, because I needed to hear that. I'm like, okay, and then I'll go back feeling better, whatever I was going through, inside there and stuff. But yeah, I always found myself running to the church a lot.
That's good.
So
That's good that you had that outlet.
yeah.
And now look at you, like going into the jails,
Oh
being
yeah.
that person
Yeah.
that you needed. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You get to take a meeting
And
into the
that's pretty cool,
jails.
exactly. Like now I'm on this side of of things, and it's pretty cool, I like it. Like I really do want to help people that aren't inside, regain their sobriety and recovery and start that journey and then leave the jails like I'd left mine, with sobriety and in recovery, like
Hmm.
that's how I want them to leave too.
And tools.
And tools to take with you when you're, yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was cute how this week Ruth got us those circle thing, the little
Oh
rocks.
yes, yeah.
Mine was an angel, and it says
Bless.
"I am blessed"
Hmm.
on the back of it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cute. Felt very seen and appreciated by Ruth.
That
Oh,
was
I know.
sweet.
Thank you. Mine said, I am powerful. Loved it. Thank you.
And mine said courage.
Hmm.
Something, but I know it says courage on it and it has a butterfly on it. And that's crazy because whenever Josie's trying to do hard things, she always says courage over fear.
Hmm.
And I don't know where she got that because it didn't come from me. Because
Hmm.
I just tell her, like, you're brave, you can do anything that you put your mind to. But so one time she said to me, courage over fear. And I call her my butterfly So like that was just so fitting for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Very sweet of you, Ruth.
Yeah.
I know I liked the roost because like I always try to remind myself like I am blessed. I have a car that takes me to work and I have a job that pays me and I have a roof over my head. I always try to remind myself that.
Yeah.
But my main thing is like especially when I'm in my car like thank you for taking me here today like cuz like man growing up we only had one car and when that one car would break down I would hate when we'd have to ask other people for rides or walk places. So I'm always thanking my car. I'm like, thank you, Tina Snow.
Oh, that's so cute. Tina Snow.
Yeah, that's my car's name.
So like, you know, I've been using this trick that my brother-in-law gave me and man, telling you every day I'm praying. Come on, Betsy, we're gonna make it, you know?
Rubbing her.
Rubbing her. We got this, you know, we're gonna make it to and from work today, you know? Like, man, I know you got a couple more trips in you.
Yeah, I gotta give your car some affirmations
You know,
too.
exactly. And tomorrow I'm gonna go try to get this car, you know. So hopefully, God willing, you know, I leave with it. So I need prayers.
A good car will attract you.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
And it did too, because honestly, I went to go for a different car, and then the guy was like, "Well, do you have any other cars in mind here?" And I was like, "Well, honestly," I said, "that one right there." You know, I was like, it would just be fitting for me and my kids and family and stuff, you know. And he was like, "What, do you want to test drive it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" You know, girl, I fell in love. I was like, "Oh man, you know, you just feel right."
Yeah.
You just know.
I was like, "Man, this is it right here."
That's how I felt when I test drove my car. I was like, and it got a backup camera.
Girl, 360 on this one, you know. I was like, "Ooh, no, I don't even know what that is, but I like it." It's pretty cool, man. I mean, I hope I get it. You know, we'll see what
You
happens.
will, you will.
Okay,
Speaking it into
Yes,
existence
that
for
part.
you.
Yes, I'm driving off, ladies, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Gotta
what
be
I was gonna
outside
say,
this
like,
weekend.
Yeah, outside, girl. Yes.
be intentional with what you're like speaking out, you know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get this car.
I'm gonna go get this car.
This car is for me.
Mhm.
I felt
Mhm.
it,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
That's beautiful. That's one of the blessings that recovery brings to your life is being able to do those things, you know. In my addiction, man, I couldn't have went out and bought a car.
Yeah.
I needed that last $60 for something else, okay? Not to put in my savings account, not to, you know.
Mhm.
And so the fact that you get to do that and get something that you like, you know what I mean, and that you want is
Yeah, and then the car dealership that did approve me for this one car, they were trying to give me a little Mitsubishi Mirage, a little bitty car, you know, a little beep beep. That's what I was calling it.
little beep beep.
Little beep beep. And then, so the guy calls me yesterday. I'm on my way home, and he was like, so are you still interested?" I'm like, "No, I left because I'm not interested," you know. Like the nerve, no. You
Are
just
you for real?
and then he was like, "Well, what are you trying to get?" And then I told him, and he was like, "Well, I think we have one of those here." I'm like, "No, it's okay. I already found it somewhere else." You know, like you weren't trying to give me like they didn't even let me walk around the car lot. They just brought this car to me and was like, "Here, this is the one you get." You know, and I
What?
felt yes, like I didn't get to pick the color. Hey, I was just like, man.
Was it an ugly color too?
No, it was black,
Oh.
but like, I mean, it just wasn't a car that I could see myself in. You know, if I'm gonna be paying a car note and stressing about it, I want it to be something I want.
Right.
So I don't know. So I just left. I was like, no, it's not. It's not what I want.
I wish you were with me when I bought my car because
Mhm.
in 2023 I set a goal for myself. By the end of the year, I will buy a car that has AC, that's good quality, that's a safe ride for me and Josie. And by March, I went to the dealership, but I rushed it.
Mhm.
So it was just
You were just anxious,
I've
like
talked to you about it before,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, you have to learn through living. You have to learn through experiences, you know what I mean? And so even though the whole time I was in my addiction, I was begging my family, like, can someone please come co-sign for me? And they're like, girl, we don't trust you. You're not going to pay that car payment. You know what I mean? Like, no, we're not co-signing. So then when I got sober, I had this in my mind, like, which this is another thing, like not being able to ask for help still. I was like, I'm going to do this all on my own, you know?
Mm.
And I did, and it's been a hard thing. It's been a hard thing to pay, you know what I mean? But I'm doing it, and I love my car, and I'm proud, and
Yeah.
it's something that I can take care of today, you know what I mean? It's crazy how going to get an oil change is like, oh, I'm adulting now. You know what I mean? Getting your oil change on time,
Paying your
like
car insurance.
yeah.
I know. I just
am
bought
an
me a
adult.
dash cam. Sorry, Tatum.
No, you're good. You said what?
I bought me a dash cam, and I felt so grown.
That's a good thing to have.
Yeah, I got hit one time, and I was like, no,
Not happening.
not
anymore.
again.
Mm.
So what is it that like? What do you do with this dash cam? Like,
Well, I got it because I got rear-ended,
mhm.
and I was at a stoplight, and he was on that phone. Yeah, he was on that phone, and he just hit me. And luckily, he took full blame. And
Right.
yeah, I was just like, but what if he didn't? So I bought me a camera.
Okay.
It can record your accident, so that way if someone ever tries to lie and say, or like hit and run, you
Yeah,
know,
and it
like
helps with insurance
That's
too.
like my son's car. It was parking in front of his house, and then like this lady crashed into the front part of it and stuff, and then she drove off, and then I was like, dang man, that's crazy. So that would be good for that. Is it good for even when it's not on? Like the car is just sitting there, or do you have to be driving it? And
Yeah, the one I have, I plug it in to the car and it's on when I drive. But I don't know if it'll come on because we were talking about that last night. I don't know if it'll come on like if my alarms go off and like the car's not on. I don't know that part.
like some kind of sensor,
Yeah.
detects that. That's
No.
yeah.
hey,
No.
right? Baddies, Natalie. Good morning.
Good morning, Nat.
Mm.
Affirmation and vision. That's right.
Mm.
Whatever goals you set for yourself in recovery, they might seem like they're going to take a long time to achieve, but no matter how long they take, just keep working towards it and you'll get there.
Absolutely.
I gave myself 1 whole year, and 3 months in, I bought my car. And I'm not saying that to brag or boast, because the car I was driving was a beater.
Yeah.
It was not good. It had no AC. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying with recovery that everything is possible.
Right.
Anything, you know. Josie gave me she makes money at my grandparents for cleaning up, and she made $5 one day, and she gave it to me. She said, "Here, Mom, this is for our new car.
Oh,
Can we go buy it?"
that is so cute.
So sweet.
She's so cute.
She likes you
I know.
a lot.
I like her a lot too. She's so cute. She came up to me and just kept giving me hugs. I was like, oh, I love this.
You got good energy then.
Yeah, for real. Kids read energy. Like
Yeah.
they pick up on energy.
She's
All right.
super cute.
So, do y'all have anything? I have a something to leave them with.
Okay.
Okay.
So, a lot of what we talked about today was getting out of your comfort zone. If you don't know where you're from, who you're from, what you are, go ask someone, go find out, you know? And so I just encourage you to do one thing this weekend that gets you out of your comfort zone and out of yourself. I hope you all have a blessed weekend, a safe weekend, and get to enjoy your family and your loved ones.
Oh. What is. Oh, okay.
Bye.
Good morning, Cassandra. Bye.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
not.
Oh, now she shows up. Now she shows
Oh,
up.
here she is.
Yeah.
No.
There you are. We just had this whole conversation about you, Cassandra.
Girl, you got to go back and watch it. 'Cause we were cracking up all over again.
Good morning, Heather.
9 years of sobriety. That's amazing.
Congratulations. That's
Beautiful.
That's pretty good. What are we doing?
I don't know. I thought y'all were still going.
I'm over here like
Okay.
I'm